Hello everyone! Welcome to Sophisticated DIY. In today's video, I'm gonna show you how to make a yoga pant for 1/3 of the scale doll. So let's go! This is the pattern. I'm putting a link on the description box below, and I'm gonna use an old yoga pant that I saved from the garbage. And pretty much you need to join the pieces together, but it's pretty easy. I'm just gonna cut it. I'm so sorry, it's not full digitalized, it's just scanned. Maybe in the future I'm gonna make it a little bit cleaner, but the results are very beautiful, you will see. So I'm just cut everything and I'm just gonna join the pieces together with some masking tape and try to make it very straight, that way it doesn't twist. So you will need to cut 2 pieces of the big piece and 2 pieces of the waistband too. Now I see that this pattern is kind of big and it fits into the pants, but I had an idea. I want to take the opportunity that I already have that seam on the pants, and I'm gonna cut my pattern that the seam gets in the way so it kind of will look kind of sporty. I do have that machine that does that seam, but I don't know. I think it's kind of nice. Just take the opportunity that the seam is there, right? So I'm trying to align that seam to the side of the pants. That way it will look nicer. I think it will fit way better if I put it this way. But of course, if you have the fabric, not an old pair of pants, you don't need to do any of that. You just cut it twice. And the pattern has the seam allowance included. So the pieces are cut, and now I'm gonna cut the waistband. To cut the waistband, I'm gonna check which side of the fabric will stretch out the most. You wanna cut it to the side that stretch out the most. These pretty much seem the same, so in this case it doesn't really matter, but you know, sometimes one side stretch out a lot and the other not so much. My waistband is cut, and now I can go to my sewing machine. As I have mentioned before in other videos, a domestic sewing machine has a lot of stretch stitches that you can take the opportunity and use them for making your pants. But today I'm gonna use the Ceraflex thread. This is a thread that looks like a normal thread, but it has some sort of a stretch to it. And then you can use it in your regular sewing machine with the straight stitch, and it will kind of be some sort of stretchy. So I'm trying to choose the best kind of blue, and I don't have exactly that color, but I have a good one. And now I'm marking the wrong side of the material so I don't get confused. In fact, I won't get confused because it's very clear on my fabric, but I'm just doing that for you because maybe it won't be that clear in the fabric you are using and you don't want to mess up. I'm going to start by sewing the front seat only. I'm going to stitch the 2 materials together, and because this is neat, if you want, you can search, but if you don't want to search, don't search. And make little cuts with the curvier part will be a good idea. So I searched that just because I wanted it to look a little cleaner or even more professional, but really you don't need to do it. And my next step is to sew the top part of the waistband. I'm gonna put the 2 pieces together and I'm gonna stitch them on top. And then it will be a very good idea to make a little notches, that way the curve won't pull and it will accommodate a little better. And then I'm gonna make a stay stitch. That stitch will make that the inside will stay inside and the outside will look nicer. Now I'm gonna sew that to my pants, and I mark the center of the waistband and I put it with the center of the pants, and I put everything together and sew it like so. You see? This is what I have until now. If you are serging your pants, now is the time to go to your serger and serge the inside part of the waistband. And you know, serging this sometimes might be a little difficult because it's too stretchy. I'm gonna give you this trick. You can take a tissue paper or better a paper towel and put it underneath your fabric, and then you serge both together. The paper will give stability to the garment. And then after, you just need to take that paper out. Sometimes I don't use it because I'm too lazy to remove it, but you can leave it there and then when you wash it, it will be okay. I search as well the back seat. And now I'm gonna sew all together, the back seat and the back part of the waistband. And because we have so many lines there, you know, you want those lines to match. That will make your job nicer. I'm gonna show you how I do it. I pin my material and then I place my fabric, and with the foot still up, I'm gonna drop the needle exactly where it's supposed to be, and then I'm gonna remove the pin and I'm gonna drop my foot, and then I'm gonna sew. I will do just a few stitches and then I'm gonna check if that is okay, and it is. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna do exactly the same at the other line, and if it's not okay, I'm gonna fix it, and if it's okay, then I can just sew now my whole line and it will be perfect. Now this is a good time to make your hem, but I honestly don't like to make it now because I want the hem all rounded. I'm just a little picky. So if you decided not to make the hem, then we are gonna sew the inseam. For that, I'm gonna pin together the front crotch and the back crotch, and I'm gonna pin together all the inseam, as many pins as I need. And I'm gonna start sewing from the crotch until the end of the leg, and then, oops, sometimes that thread, if you don't loosen up the tension of the bobbin, it might give you a little bit of hard time. Keep that in mind. Okay, I'm gonna do that again, and now it's all good. And after I finish this side of the leg, and I'm gonna go to the other side. Oops, you see, for some reason now the machine is skipping stitches, but remember that I gave you the best trick for that. I'm gonna use a little bit of masking tape to wrap my foot, and then I'm gonna sew. I'm gonna remove the bad stitches and I'm gonna sew again. Now it's all good. And you see, my pants are almost finished. I'm gonna try them on my doll, and as you can see, they look amazing. They fit very well. These are meant to be high waistbands. This is the trend now, but I particularly think that for the dolls, maybe a lower rise is a little better, but we're not talking about that now. As you can see, the pants fit very well, but let's see you try on your doll and they are, let's say, a little big. You see, the back seam is there, so you can take in all it out as you want, and it will be so easy. Now I'm gonna put on the shoes on my doll because I want to measure the length. So pretty much I make sure that my pants are in the right spot, and I'm gonna fold the hem as much as I need. And as you can see, I make them a little bit long on purpose, so you can make it for 63 inches doll, and you can shorten a little bit more for a 58. This doll specifically is 60 inches. You know, I'm pinning a little bit of the back just to show you how you can take in. So pretty much you mark your pin, and then I'm gonna go in 0 from the start of the waistband, and I'm gonna go like a triangle going in and out, because remember that will be folded, so they have to coincide. If you wanted to take in more at the hip area, then you can go straight, but what I mean is that what you do above, you have to do it below. I'm pinning again, and I'm sewing on my new mark. You see, now I'm gonna remove my old seam, and I'm gonna cut the excess of fabric. I had a bad surge there, so it was good that I took it. Now I'm gonna pin all around and finish the waistband. You know, sometimes when you try to sew, it gets a little twisted. So if you want to avoid that, what you need to do is just to accommodate very well the waistband, and then you baste it all around. That way, when you sew, the waistband won't move, and then you will sew perfectly. To finish it, you can make a stitch in the ditch, you see, and that will be invisible, or you can make a top stitch all around. I prefer the top stitch just because of the yoga pants, but if it's more formal pants, then I will stitch in the ditch. Now that my seam is done, I removing the basting thread, and now it's time for making the hem. I'm gonna make a formal video about making hems, but as you can see, I'm just marking where I want my hem, and I'm making sure to mark all the pieces. And then I'm gonna mark the width of the hem, and then I'm gonna cut it. Now I'm gonna go to my serger machine, and I'm gonna search the inseam stitch, and I'm gonna search as well the hem. As you can see, it would have been easier to serge it when it was open, right? But still it's okay because that leg is very wide. Now I'm folding my hem, and I'm gonna top stitch, and as you can see, I'm doing it the opposite way. Why I do it that way? Because it looks nicer. I find that when I stitch something like the top of the part of the stitch look nicer than the bottom part. What do you think about that? So my pants are ready, and I'm gonna make a get ready with me, but I think I'm gonna make a few pieces just to have the whole ensemble. In the meantime, I'm gonna prepare everything. I'm ironing my pants. As you know, I don't have still the right tools. I'm gonna make them. I want to make sport jacket, and I want to make small yoga top, and here you go. Now I have all my pieces, so I can make the get ready with me. She already has the yoga top, and now I'm putting on the pants. And today I'm full monochromatic because today I'm making pretty much a suit I will buy at a sports store, Lululemon, Athletica, I don't know. She's going today to the gym, so she's gonna wear her Apple Watch. The zip front jacket completes the look. She's going to do Pilates, but she likes to do a little bit of a strength before that. So I just added the glove, and true, we are doing exercises, but we have her too. I'm gonna use today's soft contrast to add a little bit of playful pop. She has her yoga mat rolled and casually slung crossbody, a coat by the ripped beanie, and her translucent sunglasses just for a little bit of retro tech edge. And here you go, here she is. She looks amazing, she looks confident, functional, cool. For this get ready with me, I wanted to show you that you can use exactly the same pattern, make another pants, and create a totally different look. I used this time a micro fleece fabric, which still is neat and stretchy, to create a cozy look. And this is why I'm using this ivory fitted top and layering with this relaxed cardigan. I'm thinking with this look, lounge or going to the airport. So I wanted to be comfortable, but at the same time have a good look. When the airports are busy, they choose people for their look, to cut lines, go to the first class, etc. This is what we are looking for in here. I'm looking for a polished, calm, and timeless, modern femininity with a twist. Her beanie with the ears, making everything more playful. The purse and the shoes, elegant and sophisticated. Sophisticated. And here she is. She looks amazing. She's beautiful. They are here together. Now you can compare side by side two different looks. If you find this video useful or entertaining, please give us a like, give us a hype, and don't forget to subscribe, share, comment. Bye!